Who lives in Chicago?
His family.
Yeah. Somebody else lives in Chicago. Who else lives in Chicago?
People.
People. You said, wait a minute. So we're waiting for you. And then I find out, no, she's in the breakout room. What happened to wait a minute? Are you trying to trick me?
No. I need to find my book.
You need to find your book. Did you choose what you're going to read about?
The postman.
The postman. You're the only one that picked the postman. Cool. Something different. Good, 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 good. Okay. So, how's school? How's everything going?
It's normal.
It's just normal? Okay, that's good. So, do you have midterm tests coming up now too, or is that just higher classes?
It's coming.
Next week?
Next week.
Oh, so you'll have tests next week too. Okay. All right. And everything is good. So you ready to start reading?
Yeah.
All right. Now this one with the postman, we had to put everything in the right order, right? Oh, no. The story comes out properly. Then we put it in the right order. Okay. So no problem. When you're ready to read, you know the deal. You read so I can hear your fluency and pronunciation. Pronunciation. I always say pronunciation. Bad teacher. And then I'm going to ask you some questions, and I'm going to score your use of vocabulary and your grammar and speech and your comprehension. But you know all this. So when you're ready, start.
Charlie Weber, 20, is a postman. He's from Chicago, but he works in Los Angeles. One Friday afternoon, he was at work. He wasn't very happy, and he wanted to go home to Chicago for the weekend and see his parents. Plane tickets from Los Angeles to Chicago are very expensive, so he decided to get into a big box and post himself to Chicago by airmail. It was the cheapest way to fly. Later that day, he was on the plane to Chicago. He was in a box for 15 hours with no food or water. Nobody noticed him in the box. The next day, the box arrived in Chicago. Mike Lincoln, a postman in Chicago, carried the large box from his van to Mr. and Mrs. Weber's house. When he arrived at their house, he suddenly noticed two eyes in the box. He decided there was a dead person inside, so he called the police. A few minutes later, Charlie opened the box and shouted, "Surprised!" After that, the police arrived. They asked Charlie lots of questions. In the end, Charlie stayed in prison for the rest of the weekend.
Prison. Oh my God. Arrived. Yeah. And it's Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, or Chicago. Yeah, but actually a lot of people pronounce it differently with different accents and pronunciation. Okay. So did he have a good weekend with his family?
No.
No. Did things go the way he planned?
Can you repeat it?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
It's a little small.
Yeah, that's what a few students said. I don't know why. Everything should be okay.
Or maybe my earphone.
Maybe. Oh, what was my question? Did everything go as he planned?
No.
No. What was the worst thing about his trip?
Let us see. In the end, Charlie stayed in prison for the rest of the weekend. He's too stupid.
Yeah, he's not too bright. What was the second worst thing that happened to him in his plan, with this plan?
Maybe he was in a box for 15 hours with no food or water.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty stupid too. Can you go all day without eating? Is it no problem?
No.
No, you have to eat something?
Yeah, I need to eat something. I'm always hungry.
You're always hungry because you're young and you're growing, so that's normal. You're supposed to eat a lot when you're young. Well, I mean, healthy and regularly, but you know what I mean. Not just, you have to eat good.
Do you think no food or water in 15 hours is bad for our healthy?
That's a good question, and it's different for everyone. But I will say that that could be called fasting or intermediate fasting, which means sometimes people will skip some meals because it's good for their body to burn off some of the fats inside them. And I think it's only good for people that are older. Sometimes they say, there are some studies that say that fasting, meaning not eating for a few days, is good for your body. It kind of cleanses it a little bit. You're hungry, of course, but your body doesn't need food every day, especially when you're older. But we're so used to eating 2 or 3 meals a day that we just naturally get hungry. So I think for some people, yes, it's good to take some days off. Fast is what it's called. But I don't think it's good for young people. I think young people should probably, when they're growing, I think they should probably eat every day. That's my opinion, but I'm not a doctor. Yeah. Miss Lay did it yesterday. She was fasting. She didn't eat yesterday because she wanted to clean her body a bit. Clean out her body a little bit. Okay. So where's Charlie from? Where does he work?
He works in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Who lives in Chicago?
Can you repeat it?
Who lives in Chicago?
His family.
Yeah. Somebody else lives in Chicago. Who else lives in Chicago?
People.
People. But someone in the story.
Weber. Charlie lived in Chicago.
Weber. Oh, that's the family. Oh, but they said that Mike Lincoln, he works at the post office in Chicago. He's the one who brought the box to the Webers. Ha, I got you. Charlie decided to do what? To go to Chicago. How did he go to Chicago?
He posted himself to Chicago. That's a bad idea.
Very bad idea. I'm pretty sure that's illegal and dangerous. He still flew to Chicago, but not quite the right way. That is correct. And we already talked about eating and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Charlie arrived in Chicago. How long? How long was the flight?
It's about 15 hours.
Yeah. So he got there the next day. Did Charlie's parents call the police?
No, they didn't.
Who called the police?
Mike Lincoln.
Yeah, Mike Lincoln. Lincoln. But that's a hard one, huh? Lincoln, Colm. But it's pronounced Lincoln. Yeah. Were his parents happy to see him?
No, they're surprised.
Yeah, they were a bit surprised. Yeah.
Or maybe they said after Weber going to the prison.
Probably disappointed and upset then too. Absolutely. So how did Lincoln, what was his name? Mike Lincoln, how did he know that there was someone in the box?
He noticed 2 eyes in the box.
Yeah. What would you do if you saw a box and 2 eyes staring at you?
I'd call the police.
You'd call the police too, huh?
Yeah.
I think I'd just leave them there. All right.
Because you're scared?
I would just leave it there because I would think that it's unusual. And if someone's going to put themselves in a box and hide in a box, and I probably don't even want to know who they are or what it is. So I would just leave. Not my business. Someone wants to hide in a box, up to them. But I guess it depends. If it came to my house, I guess it depends where I saw the box. That would make a difference. Good. All right, that's it. I don't have any more questions. You answered everything in like double answers. No, very good, very good. So I will take this and I will fix and edit your video and send it to you. I just wish you had a camera so I could see you.
Okay, I tell my mother.
All right, so go like this, up to the camera and give me a big smile. Okay, we'll see you next Thursday in Interest Day. Good job, Lily.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.